Stanotte I'm a fare pasta carbonara. Palmonene. Wait, I'm sorry. Wrong crowd. Today we're going to be making pasta carbonara. Let's go. That still doesn't sound right, does it? Today we're going to be making the pasta carbonara. Okay? That's what we're going to do. I don't care what you say.
For the carbonara, you should be using a high-quality pasta. I am using a pasta abruzzese di semolina di grano duro that has been pushed through a brass die, which gives it its great texture that allows all of this sauce to be aerated and stuck to the pasta. Fill your pot about halfway so that the starch can build up in the pasta water. We will need this and it is crucial for the sauce. Then we are going to move on to our smoked guanciale. You can ask your local butcher for it, or you'll have to make your own. You could use pancetta, but don't. Now traditionally you would use pecorino cheese. I'm using a combination of pecorino and parmigiano reggiano. I like the flavor profile of this, the saltiness from the parmigiano, and the peppery bite that you get from pecorino. 4 whole eggs and 1 egg yolk, which will make for an extra creamy carbonara sauce. And if you'd like, you can chop up some parsley for some garnishment at the end.
Before any of you start complaining about my Italian accent, I'm Italian, so get mad at me all you want, but these are my people. We're going to start by cutting off the skin off of the guanciale. Of course, somebody's got to be cutting the grass right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Cut off all the skin. Now you don't want to cut off too much of the fat because you want all that to render out. You're going to want this fat in here because you want the oils and you want the richness of the fat. Nice strips, 1/2 inch thick, and then we're going to cube it from there. Look at that. That's what you're looking for. Guanciale. Smoked guanciale. Can you use bacon? No, you can't use the bacon. You're gonna make it, you're gonna make it right. Don't piss off my people, alright? Dale tanto buono, huh? Bellissimo. Now that we got it all stripped up, now we're gonna cut it into 1/2 inch cubes. Now this is gonna render out a lot smaller than these 1/2 inch cubes, so don't be afraid to run with the 1/2 inch cubes. Now we're going to take the guanciale, we're going to put it in the pan, and we're going to render out all the fat. We're going to make it these nice and crispy little things, huh? It's going to be beautiful, huh? Andiamo. We don't want this scorching hot at first, because it's going to start to burn it and not render the fat. Let it slowly start doing its job, huh? Once it does that, you see the fat that starts to rendering, these start to shrink it down. Then, you can blast these at the end, when all the fat's rendered out. If you're wondering about my Italian, it's because it's not Italian, it's Sicilian. It's better. We get to make come si chiama, su cazzere, pasta carbonara without cracking some eggs. So, let's crack the egg, huh? Alright, 1. That doesn't happen often. I got a double yolk. That's a good sign, huh? Maybe it's the best sign, I don't know. Either way, I did 4 eggs and then 1, just the yolk, to make it a little bit more rich, a little creamy. Let us do the pecorino and the parmigiano. Now, traditionally you just do the pecorino, but I like parmigiano. I'm cooking with parmigiano. If you got a problem with it, that's your problem, not mine. Don't make me remind you of what happens when you make your problem my problem, huh? So, we're gonna grate it up, huh? Pecorino, parmigiano reggiano. Do your best not to grate the hell out of your hand. The more cheese, the better. Everybody gonna like the cheese. Everybody gonna like the pasta. Pasta carbonara, huh? Pasta for who? Pasta for you? Pasta for who? Pasta for you. Huh? Truthfully, I don't know how much to put in. We're gonna do it, and we'll see. That's all. Now mix this up. That looks like enough for right now. We can always grate up some more. Once I get the fat rendered out, and these are about as crispy as I want them to be, then it's gonna be a quick process. In a couple minutes, I'm gonna be dropping in that pasta, probably about 10 minutes. You want it to be al dente for two reasons. One, because it's the way that you should eat pasta. And two, because you're gonna want the pasta to still have some body to it, because you're gonna be putting it in here, you're gonna be stirring it, you're gonna be aerating it, and you want that pasta to be able to hold up and not fall apart and get mushy. So, back to the eggs. Well, I'm getting attacked by the fat. I've been attacked by the fat my entire life. Let's give this another mix. Now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna take the cheese and we're gonna add it to the eggs and we're gonna stir it. Then we're gonna add a little bit more cheese until we get a paste. This is gonna be a beautiful thing, huh? On there. Cool. Start off, and let's see what happens, huh? Vincenzo! Dove sei, Vincenzo? Rinse some more. Here we go. That's what we're looking for. Nice and thick, tutto nice and nice. What we're gonna do is I got the pata. She's a half a full, huh? You don't want too much water because you want the starch to build up. And when the starch builds up, should make it better for creamy sauce. Because if you add a cream to your carbonara, first off, what's the matter for you? Secondly, it's not carbonara. Understand? Non ci mettere sale nell'acqua. Non c'è bisogno. C'è sale a caso e c'è sale nella guanciale. Huh? You don't need the salt and water because pecorino and the parmigiano, you have the salt in there. And then you have the salt that's in the guanciale. So you don't need it. The guanciale is almost there. You want it to be crispy. You don't want any gooey spots because it'll turn off some people. I, on the other hand, love gooey spots. We'll move past that. These look like they're almost there. Pretty much there. So, time to drop in the pasta. Taking a full bag. Slowly drop it in. And then as it starts to soak up that water, then you start to fold it in. Don't fold it in right away, because if you do, you'll snap it. Let it start to droop as it is right now. And then you slowly just fold it in. You don't want this oil boiling hot, because all that's going to do is end up cooking the eggs, and then you have scrambled egg pasta. Nobody wants it. Alright, let's turn this off. Now that this won't spin around on me, what we're going to do is slowly add a little bit of the water at a time to temper these eggs. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't cook the eggs. Constantly be stirring, because you do not want to cook the eggs. Constantly stir. Constantly stir. Probably should have got a whisk, but here I am. What are you going to do? Temper, temper, temper. Bad Italian temper. We're going to take the pasta. We're going to put it in there. Remember, this is off. We don't want the heat anymore, because that will cook the eggs, and then you won't get a nice sauce. Put that in there, every little bit. Now we're going to add a little bit of the water to the pasta. Okay? Then we're going to add this in, just a little bit. And then we're going to want to stir, so we don't cook the eggs, huh? Now stir. Stir everything. Don't want to cook the eggs. Now we're going to take this, we're going to put it back in the big pot so that we can shake it. Get it nice and aerated. We're going to pour everything back in. There we go. E poi You take the rest of the creamy sauce, the carbonara. Now we take non c'è bisogno crema, non c'è bisogno latte. This is where it's at. You don't need milk, you don't need creamer. This is how you do it. Finish it off with a little touch of the black pepper. Lots of black pepper. Huh? Fresh ground black pepper too. Don't use the pre-ground stuff. The flavor isn't the same. A little bit more cheesy. Pinch of truffle salt. Just gives it that little extra. Now, stir that up again. Now, if you overcook the pasta, doing this would absolutely destroy your pasta. If you don't have a good pasta and you didn't cook it properly, that is going to destroy it. Stir it around without a weapon in your hand. And nice and creamy, tutto creamy. Now, take it, spin it around your serving fork. Get a nice big heap in here. Keep it going, keep it going. Okay, a little bit of garnish. There you have it. Now I am on the carnivore diet. So, not being a good Italian, I cannot eat the pasta. So my video is gonna eat the pasta. My son, he's gonna eat the pasta for you. He's gonna give you a review. Thank you for your patience and your kindness. And please, try your best not to throw it. Is it too much? Huh?
Why do you have an accent?
Because we made a pasta carbonara. Would you like a napkin?
Mm-hmm.
Giuseppe, tell me how you like the pasta.
It's good, yeah. Just everything I want to say, I like everything.
Okay.
Just like the, what was that, the cheeseburger that we made or whatever?
Yeah, the cheeseburgers.
Smash burgers.
So we made smash burgers. I recorded a whole episode and none of the sound recorded. So I had to throw away all the footage.
Wait, what?
What do you have? Yeah. Okay, let's move it. Mangia la massa. Tomaggi. Ciao fame. Okay?
So it's not how you can't eat this.
Yes, it is. Because it looks so good. And I've never made it with a smoked guanciale. Today I'm making with a smoked guanciale. And here we are. I
You know,
can't
some
eat it.
people don't understand what you're saying right now, probably.
I don't care. It's a video not for them. So that's the end of the video. I hope you learned something. I hope you understand how to make this food. I hope you understand me during this video. And I hope I offended just enough of people with my accent. I really hope you try this. And it's all about timing. It's all about temperatures. Because if you screw up one, all you're going to do is make scrambled eggs on top of pasta. And no one's going to want to eat that. Actually, somebody might want to eat that. But that's not what you're aiming for. Like it, share it, subscribe it, comment it, tutte cose, alright? And remember that you can get awesome clothes that look like this and like this on my merch store. Go over there, buy a shirt, help me out. You see my poor son, huh? Huh? Every dollar goes to keeping a house over his head, even though I don't want it. Oh, and if you know Vincenzo's plate, send this to him. See what his reaction is. See if I did a good job. See if he calls it bacon because it's smoked. And that's the end of the video. Bye-bye. I'll see you next time. If you like this, you might like some of my other videos. Click one of the boxes. I don't know where it's going to be. You click the box, follow me over there, watch another one of my videos. I want to keep you watching these things. I need the watch time. Let's go.